We're going to talk a little bit about logistics after Representative Palmeri comes for the day, but please take a look at the agenda for the day and know that at 11:30 we are leaving this room for a group photo in the Assembly Parlor and the introduction of the circulation of a new legislative proposal today. So it gives me a great honor to welcome the former mayor of the city of Oshkosh and legislator extraordinaire. This is the first time in Wisconsin history that an internal legislative caucus on passenger rail has been formed. And Lori heads that effort with Ahmad Rivera Wagner, who will join us at lunch later today. He was the former chief of staff for the mayor of Green Bay and is very active in passenger rail. But Lori and her staff person, Leah, have really put this together, and they hosted an incredible trip. So join me in welcoming Lori Palmeri this morning. Thank you.
Well, good morning, everyone, and thank you for being here today. I'm Lori Palmeri from the 54th Assembly District in Oshkosh. Before this role, and before I was mayor of Oshkosh, I received degrees in urban and regional studies and a master's in urban planning. And as I drove in today on my 2-hour commute, I was listening to a podcast about surface transportation, and my mind drifted to a childhood favorite book, The Little Engine That Could. Many of us remember that theme of resilience and persistence and what the little engine kept saying as it pulled another locomotive up a steep hill. I think I can. I think I can. Well, today we come together to change that narrative to, I know we can. I know we can. Support passenger rail, operations, and expansion. Expand it beyond Milwaukee and Chicago to places like the Fox Valley and Green Bay. I know we can. Just look at the recent success of the Borealis, as was mentioned earlier. Sold out regularly during a time I was looking at it for my chief of staff, Leah, who's with us here today. She's from the Twin Cities and occasionally likes to travel back home. Advocating for and achieving expansion of passenger rail is important because, as all urban planners know, we are constantly trying to solve the spatial mismatch between jobs, homes, education, and healthcare access for people. With higher education and healthcare facilities closing, the distance for access has grown further. With fewer young people driving and seniors having to go further for that health care, and service workers having to live further away from jobs for affordable housing, it is imperative that we persist in getting passenger rail up the steep hill. This is something I've been working on since I was an urban and regional studies intern at East Central Wisconsin Regional Planning Commission in 2009. Yes, 17 years ago. And as mayor of Oshkosh. And then later during graduate school, I was thinking about how incredible it would be to take a train from the Fox Valley to Milwaukee and back, jumping on transit in between. Wisconsin Passenger Rail has 3 lines, with stops in 7 Wisconsin communities connecting Chicago, Milwaukee, and Minneapolis-St. Paul. These routes directly serve a population of over 4 million, and I believe Wisconsin has the capacity to go further. Much of the state is left without direct service. Communities in the northern parts of the state rely on a patchwork of coach bus lines, which can be unreliable, susceptible to inclement weather, and subject to traffic delays. This isn't just a matter of convenience or cost savings for the average Wisconsinite. Expanding passenger rail has an immense benefit to our environment and economic opportunity for communities. With warming temperatures and increasing natural disasters, public transit is part of the solution. Passenger rail only provides benefits. for our environment and our communities. And Wisconsin can and should be doing more to expand our existing routes. Freight can do it, and so can passenger rail. Freight could be the little engine that could, assisting passenger rail and sharing the tracks. Today, my office, along with Representative Ahmad Rivera-Wagner and Senator Mark Spreitzer, are releasing legislation to appropriate $15.2 million to the Department of Transportation for funding passenger rail operations and ongoing expansion feasibility studies. That expansion for feasibility studies. This funding was in Governor Evers' executive budget, but removed this session. The funding is crucial for our communities, and through our advocacy, I know we can pull this funding up the hill and into the Wisconsin valleys and connect our communities.